what a beautiful day. I got some new landscaping, a nice new tree, a new path. The base is looking better every day. And yet, there is still one thing. Why am I holding a pork chop? And yet, there's still one thing that has been just driving me crazy since day one. I'll give you guys 2 seconds to guess what it is. 1, 2. Did you say this? This pit has been here, I'm pretty sure, since episode 1. Now, I don't recommend you go watch episode 1 or any of the first episodes, but just know, this pit has been here since episode 1. And you may be wondering, why do you have a hole filled with sheep? And listen, we're not getting into the details here today, okay? The details are not important. All that matters is that the time has finally come. I am finally going to free the sheep. You're all free! There's a chicken in there. Be free, sheep. Okay, wait, no, I was just kidding. You're not actually getting out. Oops. This guy hasn't tasted freedom for months. And he's not going to start today. Get back in the hole. I wasn't ready for you to come out yet. I was just kidding. It was a joke. Oh. 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 You're gonna have to ignore the rain. But the plan for today is we're going to build a shepherd's house. And you may be wondering, like, what does that mean really? And you see, that's where I was stuck for a long time too. Where do shepherds live? What is a shepherd? What would its house look like? You know, these are good questions, very good questions. And what did I turn to? Google. Because Google knows everything, right? But did I look up real shepherd's house? No, of course not. Who does that? I looked up shepherd villager house, as one does, because I'm building a house for my shepherd villager. Like, I don't see what the issue is here. What popped up was this. This is just the average Minecraft generated shepherd's house. As you can see, it's nice.
Oh, that was a lie.
But I think I can make it better. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be building a shepherd's house, but I'm going to take my own creative liberties, okay? So it's not plagiarism. It's just inspiration, okay? And there's a line, and I'm not going to cross it, okay? So the general shape of this building is just going to be a long rectangle. But because long rectangles are boring... Oh my. Let me just go sleep real quick. I'm going to spice things up a little bit by just making it the slightest bit on a diagonal. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. Alright, here's my big dumb rectangle. I don't really need this house to be too big. So I think I'm going to go for about 4 high. And now that I got the foundation set up, I'm going to start filling it in with my wall color. I think I'm just going to go for oak. You guys won't believe how many oak trees I cut down to get enough wood for this. So now I've got all the walls up, and now it's time to start thinking about a roof. And if you look closely at the picture, it's almost got kind of like a barn situation going on, where the slope goes up and then it flattens out at the top, which makes sense because, you know, it's kind of animal related, barn-esque, very barn core. I'm going to try to emulate that, so we'll see how this works out. I'm going to go up 2, then I'm just going to go up 1 again, and then finally 1 more on the top. Okay, this is very trust the process, but the vibes are there. Kind of. I'm gonna copy this on the other side. So it's looking good. Before I add in the roof, I wanted to go ahead and look back at my picture. In the original build, there's kind of like an overhang situation going on the entrance, and while it looks nice. I think I can improve it in some aspects. I'm going to go ahead and take some creative liberty here and make some changes there, but while keeping the same kind of like vibes, I guess. So my plan is to extend this middle segment up a few blocks. My entryway will be right here. You know, actually sticking with the rest of the build, I'm going to outline it in dark oak. And then I'm going to bring this section up to a point as well. You know, I'm not going to lie, this looks weird. I think I'm going to extend the outline all the way down. Does it look good? I don't know about good, but it is better. At this point, I think I'm going to start adding in the roof. Personally, I think an oak roof on an oak building is illegal and should never be done by anybody, okay? And so I shall be taking my next creative liberty, and I'm going to fill in the roof with bricks. For this bump out, I'm just going to use slabs. We're really gonna have to trust the process on this one.
Oh my God, what is that?
I'm gonna add an outline to the roof. Hopefully that will help. Dark oak outline, because obviously that's the best wood color. See, it's not that bad, right? Right? I can't really decide if I want to continue the trim or not, so I'm just gonna leave it like this for now and I'll decide later. I'm gonna mix some normal terracotta into the roof because it needs something. It just needs something. You know, we're definitely getting somewhere.
What the hell?
So I'm gonna go in with a bunch of slabs and hopefully that will help. I believe in the power of slabs. Okay, this is an improvement. But I'm not gonna lie, I hate this. Let's just see what it would look like if I connected the border. Yeah, no, I hate this too. I can't leave it like this though. It looks terrible. What if I add another overhang? Oh, I ran out of slabs. Oh yeah, this is way better now. I think this is a good point to start adding in some windows. We'll do one right here, 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 and one right here. Now I'm gonna add shutters to the windows with spruce trapdoors. You know, we gotta show the backside some love too. So I'm going to add in a couple more bump outs here on the back and the roof just to break it up a little bit. You know, nothing crazy, just maybe something like this. Now I'm gonna roof over it with slabs again. Alright, both ones are now roofed up. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the windows. Gonna add in some shutters. Perfect. It's coming along nice, Okay, the back is looking nice. The sides of this are looking pretty plain, so I was thinking maybe just to make them look more interesting, I will add bump outs on both sides. Okay, I think 3 blocks up is a good height. And then I'm just gonna start doing the roof from here. I kind of want to match the roof for this one, but I don't have very many bricks left. And we're just gonna cover it up in dark oak. I always like to do a raised edge, so I'm just gonna throw that in. How's that looking? I think that's nice. You know what? Maybe just to shake things up a little bit. Maybe I will do like this and then like this. So it's not so matchy up there. Not gonna lie, I'm not loving this roof. I think I made it too pointy. Let's see, if I put a slab here. Okay, yeah, see, I am liking this more than I did before. Nice. Now I can throw in a window right here and have a nice little covering for it. Ooh, this dark oak window covering actually kind of looks kind of nice. Wait. I don't know if I kind of like it more than the spruce one that I had up there. I might have to switch them out. We'll see later though. We'll decide later. Honestly, I bet you I can fit another window up here. Yeah, right here. Perfect spot for one more window. Yeah, I think this is nice. This is nice, right? Should I add another one on this side? I don't really know, guys. I'm kind of out of, like, bricks. I guess I could make more. Alright, I put more bricks to cook, so in the meantime, I'm trying to think about what else I can add to this to make it look nicer. And I was looking at the picture, and I see that they have kind of like an overhang situation going on. And I don't necessarily want to add that, but I think maybe we can take that idea and add it to a different area of the build. Like, what if I add kind of like an overhang situation like right here-ish? What about like right here? Right? Should I connect it all the way? Let's see, how does that look? That's interesting, that's interesting. See, the thing is that since this is the path, I don't want it to overhang too much. Because I don't want it to be like an obstruction. Not that like it would obstruct me at all because it's in the sky, but you get what I mean. Let's see, maybe I'll just trim it down a little bit. You guys see the vision, right? I don't hate it. I'm gonna leave it up, and if I end up hating it, I'll take it down. We'll see how it looks in a little bit. Call me crazy, right? But I think I have an idea. I'm gonna take off this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend half of this middle piece forward to give it more of like a split leveled look. I'm like hating this part. I hate it. I need to add more to it. Should I keep the stripe? Okay, wait, call me crazy, but I kind of like it with just the frame extended. I kind of like how it's sunken in like that. If I just re-add the same roof that it had before. Honestly, now it's looking so much better. I'm gonna throw in a door. And since the door is raised, I need some kind of a platform. Maybe just, I don't really know what I'm gonna do here. Maybe a stair situation. It's not terrible. What if I just do single stair with, got these trapdoors. Just try it. How do we feel? Looks a little funny. What if we do the stairs kind of like this? Not the worst. I don't really know. Edge there. What if I just add in, okay. Wait, I kind of want to turn them though. It's not terrible. You know what? That's the best one for now. Let's see. Go in. Obviously, there's nothing on the inside, so don't look at that. You know what? I've had kind of a genius idea. I know exactly what to add next. The OG Shepherd's house has this like wool that's over the front door, kind of indicating that it's a shop, I guess, in a way. Maybe. No offense to like the color yellow, but me personally, I do not want a piss store or something. Yellow's nice and all, but I am gonna go with my own color, and I think this is a perfect place to add in kind of like a wool shop flag decoration type thing. I don't really know what you would call it, but I'm gonna just go with red. That's like the standard little shop indicator color. That's nice, but the only thing is that it's popping out on the top. Ooh, what did I think about that? Okay, let's see. I could cover it. I got some slabs. I'm gonna cover it. Let's see what it looks like if I cover it. Yikes. How about instead of slabs, put down back, we do trapdoors. Maybe they'll be less noticeable. I mean, it's definitely better than the slabs, and it's kind of our only option, so I guess we'll go with that. That looks kind of nice though, right? Kind of cute. Now it's giving little shop, little shepherd's shop, right? 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 Okay, my bricks are done cooking, and this side is still completely empty, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in another one of those bump outs like the one I made on the other side. It's looking nice. So now this side's not so boring as it was. Just to tie it all together, let's see. I think I'm gonna add some trapdoors on the bottom. A little border on the flag, or whatever this is, a banner or something, I don't know. Something. You know, I kind of want to switch out these spruce ones to see if I would like it better with dark oak. Oops, I broke something. Oops, I broke something. Oops, I broke something. Yikes. You know, I think I do like that better. I don't know. It kind of looks exactly the same, I'm not gonna lie, so whatever. Honestly, at this point, I think it's time for my favorite step. Adding bushes. I love a good bush in front of my buildings. Oh yeah, these are some nice bushes. I kind of want to add a bush right here too. And I'll put some signs on it to make it look like it's in like a planter box or something. Maybe I'll add another one right here. I don't think I could add, actually, maybe I could. Nah. Honestly, what if instead I put, I'm gonna take this one off though. A flower pot. The nice little flower. Every build needs a flower pot at least somewhere. Well, I think I'm gonna put another one up there on that window. Right here. I'm liking this, I'm liking this. And there's only one more thing that I think needs fixing. And it's this roof line right here. I'm not loving it, I'm not loving it. I think I just need to make it a little bit thicker. I'm gonna add another layer of slabs on the top. Oh yeah, it looks so much better already. I'm feeling pretty good about this exterior now, so I think it's time. The moment we've all been waiting for. It's time we build the enclosure for the sheep. We're finally taking them out of this sad hole. I'm gonna start with just a rough sketch, because I don't really know what I'm going for here. This is nice. I want it to look kind of random. We'll just stick with this for now. I'm gonna be using the stripped spruce logs for the most part. I want this fence to look old and used. This is where I'm gonna put my entrance, so I gotta remember that. I'm gonna start with every other post, I guess, being raised up. I'm gonna throw in my fence gate. At this point, all I gotta do is make sure that there's nowhere that they can escape. Now I'm gonna start throwing in some things to block off all of these exits. Do some fences. Just trying to make it look real random. I'm gonna switch out some of these logs with planks too, just kind of randomly. Well, you guys gotta ignore the rain, but here's how it's looking. The only problem with doing fences like this is that it's really easy to accidentally create a place where the sheep can just get out really easily. So I'm gonna have to test this out real quick. I'm going to need one volunteer. Come on out. You are the lucky winner. Don't look. Just because I can get out doesn't mean the sheep can. They're not as smart as I am. Which is not saying a lot. Basically, this food motivation should make him try his absolute hardest to get out. Come on, I know you want it. Come and get it. I don't know, guys, it's looking pretty flawless to me. Here you go, buddy. You did a good job. It doesn't look like there's anywhere that they can escape, which is good. So now it's time that we free all of them. You guys are finally free from your prison. Be free. This isn't a trick, I swear. Last one. Why is it podzol on the inside of there? Ugh, the inside's all pooped on. And there, it's like it was never there. No animal cruelty happened in this world, ever. They're all free. It's beautiful. Alright, nobody watch what I do. You're not allowed to do that. Since they eat the grass, I don't really want to add a whole lot of like block variation on the inside of here. I just want to leave it for the most part grass. I'm gonna leave them a little water trough because I'm a good caretaker, obviously. Get out of my way. I'm just trying to help you all. Oh! Okay. This is coming down. Alright, how about right here? Try-scaping now, bitches. Perfect. Now it's an infinite source too. Oh my god. Now I've got some glowstone that I'm gonna hide under some bushes around the fence here, just to add in some extra hidden lighting. I don't really care that the leaves make it easy to hop over the fence. I just care that they can't get out, so. Just a couple, nothing too crazy. They're really loving that water bin. I'm gonna trade out this window and instead add a back door. I'm just going to add a little porch, maybe like a stair like this. Going down. Maybe I should have done all this decorating before I released the sheeps because they're kind of driving me crazy. Should I do maybe a double door? The only thing is that I've got only one door. I think I will just do it like this. Move the door to the right. Perfect. Then we got our little balcony or patio situation. No sheeps allowed. I'm gonna add in some lighting using glowstone covered by moss carpets. Hopefully it blends in well. And then I think I'm just gonna randomly throw in some different dirt types, you know, just to spice things up a little bit. Kind of make it look a little muddy in here. Some coarse dirt as well. And maybe a couple path blocks. And just to make sure this area is completely lit up, nice and good, I'm gonna add in some lanterns too. I'm gonna hang one, I think, from here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to hang one from right here too. Does that look weird? I kind of like that. Maybe I'll add one on the other side too. Right here above the window. Nice, nice. I'm gonna bring my path up to the front door. I'm gonna fix these blocks too. I don't want them like that. I'm gonna bring the path as well to the front gate. Maybe I'll mix in some podzol on this one. Make it a very like run-down pathway as well. And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this project is officially done. I'm not really gonna worry about the inside right now. I'm just happy I finally got my sheep out of that hole. But that is gonna be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.